this is how you assemble Hemnes from IKEA. First step, obviously make sure you got both boxes, and then you're going to make sure you got everything that it says you're supposed to have in this manual. Be advised, when you're looking for the hardware, it's going to be in a box that looks exactly like the rest of the trash. So make sure you look for this box. One other thing we're going to look for as you're getting set up is there going to be one piece with notches, and on the bottom there's going to be one piece that's thicker. I speed read the directions, and you're going to need both of these on separate steps than the shelves. Alright, second step, we're going to take these, and we're going to put them right where they're supposed to go, and they're laid down just like that. It's the third hole from the bottom, and then this small hole on both of them. Then for the top, it'll be the smallest hole out of the top two holes, so that one, this one, as shown on this one. Alright, we're on to the manual step 2. We're going to take these dowel rods and put them into these two pieces. Like boom! Then we follow step 3. We take these pieces and we put them in there. Like this. And then you can see it's the only hole above this marked line if we're looking up from the bottom. I'm going to take these screws, put them right in here using this tool. Bam! Bam! Next is manual step 4. We're going to take these two pieces. We're going to put one here where those two screw holes are. We're going to go to the other piece on the other side. This screw part facing down. Same place right here. We're going to take screws, screw them in. These screws specifically. Bam! Bam! Next, we're taking these adjustable feet. We're screwing them in there, there, and there. Bam! Bam, bam. Bam. They do not need to be screwed in the whole way. These are your adjustable feet, so I would try and line them up as good as you can right now during this step. Step 6 is where they're throwing us through a loop. But if you look here, they're looking for the one with the little slat, the whole one screw bolt here. Then we gotta put a dowel rod in, which I already did, and it just goes right there. Go right like... Oh, not the first time I missed the hole, that's for sure. Damn. Alright, it's gonna go like this somehow. So it's easier if you twist a little bit. There we go. Bam! Same deal for step 7. Same piece, opposite direction. Dowel rod in. Bam! Same deal for step 8. The same two that are left behind. No slats. Should be no slats. We're gonna stick them in the other 4. And yeah, then we're gonna put in those little screws and screw them in. Bam! Then like I said, we're gonna take 4 of these fasteners, and you're gonna put them in that giant hole down here, and you're gonna put it in and turn it clockwise, and that'll lock this in place. Bam! Step 10, we gotta put 4 more of these guys into those little wood pieces we put on before. Why we didn't do this when we're putting in the dowel rods is beyond me, but this is how IKEA wants it, so that's how we're doing it. Bam! 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 Next is step 11. We're going to take any of the shelves, not the thick one, not the taper cut one. We're going to take any of them, and we're going to put them right in the middle. Bam! Now take 2 more of these, put them in those 2 holes, and turn them clockwise to fasten this into place. Bam, bam! Next thing we got to do, we got to take dowel rods. I'm going to go around to all of these that don't have this hole. We're going to put dowel rods in the other hole. And then we're going to have to flip this whole piece on top. Bam! I'm not going to lie, this part did suck. So if you're going to be doing this by yourself, I would highly recommend starting on one side. Get one side, 2 legs in. Then focus on getting the middle in. So once you get the middle in, you can then kind of finagle the last 2 in. And then you have to come back and slowly press down on all sides evenly because it is dowel rods connecting them. So that is one way to assemble this by yourself. Otherwise, get a friend and struggle with it together. All right, bye. Next step. You're gonna need 6 of these fasteners. These fasteners are gonna go into the same holes we're used to seeing now. 2 up there, 2 back here, and 2 up front. So that's why you need 6. See you in a second. Bam, 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 bam. Now we gotta rotate this. The sides with the slats should be facing upwards. Grab some more dowel rods, 2 of them specifically. Let's go back to the top and grab more of those screws, 7 to be exact. And then we're going to grab that thick piece, and we're going to attach that to the top. Dowel rods in the middle. Dowel rods in the middle. Alright, Alright, first big quality issue. One of the screw inserts is like completely stripped out and a little misaligned. And I even switched bolts, and every other bolt works. This bolt worked in another hole, and I can't get this in. So IKEA, fix that shit. That's annoying. Pro tip, the square bit from your impact set from the default Craftsman one will have the correct size to screw that in if it gives you that much trouble. Alright, bam! Another pro tip, since this comes further than the back, use some of your trash on either side to get leverage to line it up correctly before you screw stuff in. Alright, next pick is to take these folded up veneer pieces and put them in there with its flare edge. It tells you to rotate it to fit it in. I don't really agree with that because I'm doing this by myself. And it clearly shows two people, so I'm allowed to break the rules. And you want the pretty piece facing that way. I've assembled a shelf where the ugly piece is facing the person using the shelf, so definitely make sure the pretty piece faces that way. Alright. Bam! The shorter piece goes up here, longer piece down there. I did have them flip-flop the first time. There is a sticker up here, so that probably would help a lot. So yeah, now we gotta put in the fasteners to hold this here forever. One thing to note for the fasteners, there are pre-drilled holes along the frame. When you get to the frame, there are no pre-drilled holes in the middle. Nice. Bam, 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 bam. Now we gotta tilt this whole thing up, and it says to level it. This isn't the room where it's going, so I'm gonna get it as pretty close as possible, and then continue assembling. Next step is to take 4 of these pegs and put them in the bottom and the 4 bottom holes, and then we're gonna put in the bottom piece. Bam! The next step is to put in the rest of the shelves. So I'm actually going to haul this to where it's supposed to go before I do all that, so that way they don't just all fall out when I transport it. And I'll see you in a second. Alright, it's up where it's going. Now we're just going to put the shelves in, and then we'll be done. One last tip is it's nub side up for these, long side in, long side in. Make sure you're matching which hole you are on which side, so that way this will match up to be level when you put the shelves on. So let's put the shelves on. Bam, 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 bam. And that is how you assemble this thing. Ship this from IKEA.